pass and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down now. It's Jackson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete.
I wanted to call him my button,
so he just
but I
tossed it
didn't
away. But that brings up 4th. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
56. Mike. Hey, go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Jones now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
56. Mike, 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run on 1st down.
Bro, he been doing that shit all day,
gain
bro.
On the ground, and that'll make it 2nd
Look at that
and
hole,
4.
bro. He just tripped.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Damn, can he trip? That was at least a 1st.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Jackson taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 36 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And fights through one man. 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll begin to drive with Jackson on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Come on, fit later.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
He run it all the time.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 36 yards as they are now on the board here.
This was lagging. I couldn't do no adjustments and then I took the
Well,
wrong
partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's probably the one who lagged.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Next time you run the scene.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson.
You gotta get them.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
I would have been gone.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And take it right at the 35.
Oh, my God, bro.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a full race. Touchdown, Minnesota.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try to get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Giants. Michael Irvin, 73 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. Able to slither by. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime,
This one does?
if someone falls asleep
You don't
on
got
the
95
defensive
speed in
side,
real life.
you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. They'll run here with Bo. And a reinforcement's come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 7, Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's Jones on 3rd down.
Oh, he's throwing my feet.
At the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's got his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Another try after the first down sack.
He got beat and he got his fucking X factor. Oh my God!
Touchdown,
How did he get beat with? Oh my Lord, bro!
In the final seconds of the first half.
Oh my Lord!
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
And he's not slow, that's the thing. So I don't know how that happened.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he got like 2 abilities that's just for man.
This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. It's at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at
that's
it
what
and
they
go,
be saying, too.
maybe
Take it and go into the half and
maybe you get some
regroup.
momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On first down. Jones going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2.
I'm good, buddy. I'm good, buddy. He tired, nigga. He tired. He tired. He tired. I would get the shit out of his ass.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions.
Nigga, he was tired as hell, bro.
To be clean, every time you throw an interception, if you do things the right way.
He got 94 seasons, but he was tired.
A pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw out interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later.
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the 39, Mahomes eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack that time by Michael Strahan. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get 18.
Hey, watch triangle, bro. Watch triangle. Watch
triangle. Enough. It's 4th down.
There you go.
Now back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there.
Bro.
It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked there by Ray Lewis.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back to you. Bang, 61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Haywood, go. Yes.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout.
It's
just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will finally...
Hey, I did it so nasty yesterday. I was with some 2 people.
Inside the 10-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him.
Yeah.
You can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
Well, why the fuck you do sideways?
Meet it head on and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space, because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. On 2nd down, Dickerson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
60 Pittsburgh. Watch the right. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get ready.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Ray Guy now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Get out of bounds.
And he'll try and hurry
he almost blocked that shit. That was a good block. That was a good block. I mean, not a good block, but a good
yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any
Didn't he do that yesterday,
B?
He like stepped out the back of the end zone or something like that?
First and 10. Ball up to the 35.
Was it on the punt or was it on the pass?
First and 10.
I don't know if this was on a punt or a pass. He got a safety on second and third. This is too far.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Our defense been doing pretty good.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Cam might be open.
Here's a second and 7.
Fine.
Steps away to his left. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 30 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, as far as plays go, there's nothing to write home about on that one because that one gets some negative yardage. But if you do want to find a positive, he found a way to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Why they got the pylon clean? Like,
now from the 7, here's second and goal. They run again with Jackson.
Come on.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Willis able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. Stinnerud able to put this one through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
He promised me he
so
wouldn't
with
miss
that
for the rest
field
of the
goal,
week.
this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Jones, operating from the gun, looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Sanders. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run again with Jackson. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it with Jackson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Ray Guy now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Fights loose.
Nobody back
there. 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock.
I want. He's so open,
Devin Bush in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
That nigga is not removing. Weird field goal range, so good.
Down to the 32. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Back to throw, Mahomes.
I won!
Now a desperation throw deep, and he's got it. It's caught.
Did you see the cheese though?
And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
You said I can't hear Cam. What you say, Benny?
On for the extra point.
Yeah, I cheesed the fuck out of him because I cheesed the fuck out of him.
They're going to get out of here with a come from behind victory.
I broke out. I was like, no, nigga, this is funny.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away.
He's gonna play fast.
This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Come on, set. And two stop.
I'm hitting over the top. Yeah, I'm worried about that.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19.
Good game, y'all. Good game.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
I'm ready to go. How you already in the thing? He started dying a little bit at the end, though. Kind of. Yeah.